Howdy everybody, and welcome back to Random Things. I'm James, and today we're going to have some crafts with James. We're going to do a little bit of painting. So what are we going to paint today? Well, in the course of collecting all those Dino Strike figures, I got quite a few doubles that I really got no use for. And well, one of the complaints I had about them were how the paint jobs weren't very great on them. A lot of detail, terrible paint, so why not try fixing them? Emphasis on try, because as you'll see, I'm not some great artist, and this was just more for fun and to see what I could do. Unfortunately, when I made these, YouTube wasn't even an idea of doing, so I have no a video of me actually painting it. So the only video you'll see will be before and an after. So what to do? Well, I'll take those aforementioned not great artist skills, and I made some graphics. I'll kind of quickly go over the steps I went, at least for these first couple, like 5 I did, and then the future ones I'll try to actually videotape me doing it. So without further ado, let's bring up some terrible pictures and get to explaining. Here is our first victim. We're going to start with the T-Rex because why not? T-Rexes are pretty damn cool. So as you can see, I haven't done anything to it. It's absolutely as it comes straight out of the box. Everything completely unchanged by me. But let's get to changing that. Okay, so we got our Rex. First things first, gotta get its armor off. Now, rest assured, I won't be showing graphics for it because I didn't feel like drawing because I'm fucking lazy. But the armor isn't going to be in the picture, but rest assured I did do the same steps to the armor as I did to the dinosaur in this whole process. So now on to step 1, which is cleaning it. Always a good idea to give any model before painting it a good scrub, especially the cheaper it is. Usually there's some kind of mold release on it, and if it hasn't been completely washed off really good before you get it, you risk having paint not sticking to it very well. This is simple, easy. I got a toothbrush, dish soap, cleaned it up, got it scrub dubbed, and now on to the next step. Step 2 is do some minor cosmetic surgery to it. I glue all of like the limbs in place. I want this to not be a functional like figure anymore, so it can't move anymore. Also, the tail is actually on a nub, so it's posable, but leaves a little bit of a gap in it, which I didn't like. So I took the tail, chopped off the nub, re-glued it in place. And then that's it. Now on to the actual painting part. Step 3. For step 3, I gave the whole thing a new coat of red. I'm not trying to go for the exact same color that it was, the brighter color. I went for actually a darker red, less cartoony. Then I gave the underbelly an expansion. I picked a nice cream color and took it from when it was just used to be underneath the underbelly and the throat. Actually did it to the entire lower jaw and to the tip of the tail. Next, just fill in some of the small details by taking white, filling in the teeth and the claws on the hands and the feet. The last big change I did to it, well, you know those like weird patterns on the side of it? It kind of makes me think of a giraffe. Well, I may have done a thing. As you can see, I kind of expanded it. I also changed it black. I just can't remember why I didn't stick to the brown. Maybe I thought the black looked better at the time. But I expanded it all the way down to the tip of the tail and more up the body. A little bit different from the original. I aim to keep this as close to the original as possible, but I guess I was having fun. I like the way it looks, so here it fucking is. Lastly, for my least favorite fucking part of doing any model, and that is applying an actual black wash to it. Washes can either make or break your figures. For me, I seem to not be able to often get it right, but as described in my video, one of my complaints was there's a lot of detail in these figures, and this black wash actually brings a lot of it out. It's a final step. It kind of made everything else a little bit darker too, and a little bit dirty, which is fine with me because this is supposed to be not a cartoon but like an actual hardened battle dinosaur. So not looking clean, I think actually made it a little bit better. Also, I am a terrible artist, so it wasn't going to come out great anyways, but that was the last step. Well, that was the process, guys, minus a couple fix here and there, paint a little bit, touch up here and there. I probably applied the wash more than once. As I said, I suck at doing that part, but are you guys ready to see what it, how it came out? And here it is, um, all done. Um, as you can see, I did a couple of changes I didn't talk about. I did paint the armor a nice like silver metallic cover. Doesn't show very well in here, but I actually went back in and put like a gunmetal black in certain places, filled in some like little details, kind of picked here and there just to add a little bit of black. Can't tell in the picture, but it does show there. And then here is a side by side of them. Um, you see how plain and kind of, I guess, dull and cartoonish the colors are for the original. And then here's my repaint, a little bit darker, a little bit dirtier. I actually added a base. Here's a little bit of dead grass. I think really makes it a cool standalone figure instead of like a toy now. But that's it here. Yeah, that was it. That's the whole process. I hope you guys liked that. Let me know what you guys think of it. Like I said, you could tell in the picture there's a couple bleeding here and there. It's a little bit dirty. This is my first one, and I'm not really a great artist with these painting kind of stuff, but I had fun doing it. I do have more of these already done that if, like same thing, I didn't have any video of me actually painting them, but I can do the same thing with just some really terrible graphics, go over it real quick and then show you it, or I'm going to do just a roundup of like all 5 of them together in one picture, just kind of show them off. And then after that in the future, I'm very much going to videotape myself painting them and then do a actual, so you guys actually see me doing the process. But that'll be for a later date. Thank you guys for tuning in today, and I will catch you around. You guys have a great one. Later.